Listen up, bitches, and elevate. Take whatever the fuck resonates. Tyler's Tarot in the house, what's up? Reading for that ass today. Pull up! Join the live, he might give you a shout. Start talking shit, you can find the fuck out. Listen up, bitches, and elevate. Take whatever the fuck resonates. Listen up, bitches, and elevate. Take whatever the fuck resonates. Tyler's Tarot in the house, what's up? Reading for that ass today. Pull up!
Cause hello, it's Tyler's Tarot in the house, baby. And I'm reading today for Pisces, baby. All right. No, reaction king, no. The answer to your question is no. I could be wrong, but no. All right. Let's go to Pisces. For some reason, I felt the need to pull these. All right, here we go. All right, so what is okay? So who is the person that's thinking about Pisces? Apparently, they're thinking about you. For me to word it like that, I'm working on myself. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship you deserve. So this person feels like, okay, it's easier being with someone from my world. Are they with somebody, or do they stick to a certain? This person has a hard time changing to be with you. What does that mean? Ooh, what does that mean? But they are working on themselves because they think that they want to be with you, and they know they need to work on themselves. Because the thought of you with somebody else drives them crazy. So it's like they want to get you before somebody else does, whoever this is that it is channeling. So let's see. You know what, Reaction King? I'm gonna do that for you. Will Reaction King be with this person that he's asking about? Magician. King of what? Okay, so Magician is kind of a positive card. That's like manifestation. Is there going to be a relationship? Star card, I guess. Keep the faith. What I got was no, but the cards are giving like a positive for it, so it could be, but it's going to be a little bit of a lot of work. All right. You kept asking, so therefore I'll just do the question. I don't even do personal. No, give me my money now. I'm just playing. Okay. So, look, you have a person here that wants to, believe it or not, they feel like they need to work on themselves before they can offer you something. It says that it's easier for them to be with somebody from their world. Could this be somebody that's involved or connected to something or need to leave something behind for you? And the thought of you with somebody else drives them crazy. So it's like that, you know. All right. Who is the person on Pisces' mind? It's had this like, it's failing to get off the ground. It's almost like you're at your wit's end with it. You may have dropped it or in the process of dropping it because it's not starting. It almost feels like it's something that's getting away or like a missed opportunity. Does that make any sense? What is this person's future actions toward Pisces? Seven of Swords. Being sneaky, avoiding you. They could be somebody that's a little bit of a two-timer. Do they have stuff going on? Why is Seven of Swords this person's future actions? Nine of Cups. See, whether they got stuff going on or not, this is what I'll tell you right here. This person's too preoccupied with being independent or not being too attached to you. But there's this part of them that knows that if they don't really step up, they could see you someday with somebody else, and that bothers them. So they're in two minds. They go, okay, if I don't come forward and get Pisces, then I'm really going to be up the creek without a paddle because somebody else will get them. And then there's this other part of them that wants to avoid it and just be independent from the situation. So it's almost like they're running from the situation, running from the connection. All right. Some of you felt played with. Hey, Judy, I ain't seen you in a while. Some of you felt played with. How does this person feel about Pisces? You don't know how hard it was to let you go, and I couldn't let you get close to me. This person pushed you away, apparently. And the thought of you with somebody else drives them crazy. It's like if they come forward to you at some point, what drives them to come forward to you is the thought of you with somebody else. They don't want to see that. This is the type that down the line, if you ended up with somebody, they would interrupt that connection or try to come toward you when you're connected. But right now, they're avoiding the situation. And I don't know if they drink or anything, or if they're just somebody that's like really self absorbed in the current moment. All right. They may be focused on material things or themselves. How does Pisces feel about this person? Hopefully not other people, but with that Seven of Swords there, it could be like they could be somebody that's two-timing or has other things going on. Here we go. How does Pisces feel about this person? Two of Cups reversed. King of Cups reversed. And Three of Pentacles upright. Somebody that says something involving more than my whole May readings have been all about triangles, and you're no exception, unfortunately. You kind of feel like you have to close off from this person. Like you do acknowledge that there was a connection there. Some of you felt like this was like a soulmate connection. Some of you twin flame, but some of you, for the most part, you felt a strong bond with them, right? But you feel that bond kind of fizzling out, or that connection fizzling out. And it's like you're trying to close yourself off. Some of you are trying to make yourself unavailable to the thoughts of the situation, to the emotions of the situation. At the core, you do want a partnership, but it just feels like it's an uphill battle with this situation. Let's see how. Okay, what's the overall theme? Daddy issues. They could have father issues. Thanks, G, for the 50. Thank you. Thank you. And delay. What is it? Some of you. Okay, what's their future actions toward Pisces? Money. Hopefully they're not trying to get something out of you in the future. So if you're a Pisces that makes money, just kind of guard your money. Some of that, it don't mean from them. It just means some of you, more money coming for you in the future. It could be like an increase in your finances in the future. All right. I would actually, what's the outcome for these? Actually, how do you feel about them? You love this person. You were in love with them. You love them. That's your feelings. You also tend to play those conversations over and over in your head, don't you? Do you find yourself looking at old messages, pictures, or just in your head, do you go over the conversations you had with them and you try to dissect? Like, what do they mean by that? Or did they mean something like when I said that? It's like you go over the conversations you two had in your head. All right. What is the most likely outcome for Pisces and this person on their mind? It ain't going to go anywhere. What is this person's biggest downfall? It won't change. They got mental issues too. I don't know if you know that. They may have mental problems that you find out about, or psychological things that bothers them. I don't know if there's a drinking issue, if not, or a drug, hopefully not, or some type of mental, emotional problem that you become highly aware of at some point. Oh, friend, why are you so shy? Ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I sound horrible right now. Couldn't stay away. I couldn't fight it. I hoped you'd see my face and that you'd be reminded that for me, it isn't over. At some point, you end up with somebody. Let me give you what I'm getting for you intuitively. All right. You end up with somebody else. And that will bother the living fucking shit out of this person. You gave this person too much. You fed a monster a little too much, and its head got too big. And they kind of felt like you were under their thumb. I would even go as far as to say that they never thought you would detach from it ultimately. And when they get that physical proof or that visual proof that you moved on, that will hit them like a ton of bricks. All right. What's coming up career and money wise for Pisces? Mary, what in the hell? Where in the hell have you been? Mary is the owner of my first ever Tyler Tarot deck that changed my life. You know what, Mary? I'd like to buy those back from you if you ever want to get generous. I would buy them back for a decent price because it's funny that you popped up because I'm like, I would have loved to have that deck just to have for sentimental value, but it's yours. It's yours. But but yeah, she has the my first ever Tyler Tarot deck that changed my life. Good to see you again, Mary White. All right. Okay. Career and business for Pisces, please. Oh, really? Mary? Okay, got you. Career and business for Pisces, please. For May 2025. Ooh, okay. What does this mean? You're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to decide if you want to stay what you're doing right now or go somewhere else. You're gonna have an opportunity come up where you can go somewhere else. It's your choice. It'll be your choice. Mary, if you find them, let me know. I will literally pay. I will give you a fee for them back. I'll give you a couple hundred. I swear. Uh, and if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I'd love to have. I'd love to buy. I don't like. I don't even know why I did that. But it's like I was like I would love to have those for sentimental value. If you find it, I'll give. I literally will give you a few hundred. All right. There's gonna be a choice you have to make whether you want to stay put where you are or go somewhere else. What? Are you hating? I just got the flash of Tyler shouting at the girl at the party. I hated Tyler that day. Did you not see her being the issue? Okay. Well, actually, you didn't see it because you didn't see what happened before the camera was on. You wasn't seeing her disrespect my brother. You wasn't seeing her disrespect me, disrespect other people. So all you saw was what was on the live stream, a 14-minute live stream. So don't even try it. All right. So you're gonna have to decide whether you want to stay where you are at some point or go somewhere else. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel was there. Rachel heard the disrespect. Right. First of all, 1 second. Oh, he's trolling. And you know what? I thought you'd be a little bit more. I'm blocking you. Okay. But and you ain't gonna end up with that girl, by the way. I don't care what the cards say. My intuition was dead on. You ain't. She don't want you. All right, Rachel, you were there. Did you not? You saw how she was disrespecting me before the camera turned on. Did you not? Remember you said, yeah, there she looked. Sure did. So you don't know what happened before the camera was rolling. She was being very belligerent before the and implied that, I'll just put it this way. People had to pay $100 deposit for that spot. They got the $100 deposit back once they showed up, right? So I also had a package deal that came with a shirt, bracelets, and a free question and some other things, right? I forget the exact, anyways. I think it was other thing, I forget. And if you bought the package deal, it came with a question and it was $80, right? So for the people that wanted a package deal, I just gave them $20 back out of their $100 deposit, right? So I did that for everybody. When it was her turn, she decided to buy the package deal. And as I'm going upstairs to get the package deal, she says to me, and I want my $20 back, NIGGA. $20 is like a penny to me. Thank you, Rachel. $20 is like a penny. 1 second, Pisces, I'm gonna do you a bonus for the talking. $20 is like a penny to me. I wipe my ass with $20. How dare you talk about Leos like you do? That's stupid. That's lame, my NIGGA. I said, hold up. I said, hold up. This ain't what this is. I said, you need to calm the fuck down. I didn't say fuck. I said, you need to calm down. She already came with, my brother pulled me aside after the fact and he said, oh, you weren't the only one. She was rude when she stepped out of the car in the parking area. She was rude to me. So before you judge things, stop trying to be a simp for that guy and know what the fucking story is before you judge it. I don't want the N word said to me. She was a black woman or whatever she was, but you don't say that to me. And Rachel heard the whole entire thing. I didn't even know she knew until she told me. She said, "I know, I saw it. I was right there." So before you judge something, know what you're talking about. Because with me, you pop off, you get knocked off. I'm gangster. And just because you got a pussy between your legs, no, I ain't gonna hit and all that stuff, but you're gonna get your ass cussed out, whether you are a woman or a man or anything in between or other. Male, female, they, them, I don't care. I can they, them, female, male, you a verbal ass whooping. You show me respect, I'll show you respect. But when you come from me, I'm going for the juggler. And I went easy on her that night. But had she had caught me in another mood, I would have really went all in with the words. So I'm saying, so don't try that with me. With me, you pop off, you get knocked off. I'm an Aries man. We ask questions later and pop off first. Pop off first and ask questions later. That's what we do. So, and let me tell you, to reaction king, you will not end up with that. What I got intuitively, because I was trying to do you a favor because you was asking, and I rarely do that. Sometimes I'll pick a person out and just randomly answer a question. You will not end up with that girl. You are wasting your time. All right. And plus, she's two timing, so it don't matter. All right. And you know how I know how to trust my intuition? When I've given off the top of my head predictions, you know how many fucking feedback I get? Oh my God, Tyler, how'd you know that? Oh my God, you were right. I should have listened. All right. So, but yeah, Pisces, 1 second. 1 second. Give me 1 second. And I don't even want to talk about that. Like, I'm over that. But if you bring it up and you try to simp and you try to rescue somebody, know what you're talking about before you try to speak on it. Know what the backstory is before you speak on it. It was a story behind the camera that you didn't see, that me and Rachel saw with our own two eyes. Me and my brother saw. It wasn't, you just saw the ass end of the situation on the camera. You didn't see what was going on beforehand, the snarky comment she was saying to me before that. And that's why anybody that's in my vicinity from now on, you signing a fucking form. So that's the way I put it. Okay. Yeah, I think that he trolled because he didn't like the answer to his question. You ain't gonna end up with her. You ain't gonna end up with her. All right. Anyways, let's start this over. I'm actually gonna timestamp this reading. So I'm saying, see that situation right there was a situation that this saying applies to. You do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. Writing checks your ass can't cash. Implying that I'm that hard up for 20 bucks, 20 bucks I wipe my ass with. I can go to any car lot right now and buy 3 or 4 cars off the lot paid cash. You've seen me buy a car paid in cash for my mother, right? 31 grand was what that car cost me. 2024 Toyota. So, all right, let's go back to the career read. We're going to start over. All right. Okay. All right. Pisces, there's something about at some point we're going to start the career read. Let me go ahead and do the timestamps. That way they don't bitch it afterwards. I'm going to put career read starts at oh sorry 22 32 40 55. Okay, we go. And you know why that's why I can't look. Here's my that's why I can't stand men. Y'all let women get away with the stupidest shit. Whether some I don't care what the gender of the person in front of me disrespecting me, you gonna get your ass cussed the fuck out. You try me, you gonna get your ass cussed out. I'm gonna cuss out your motherfucking unborn child. I'm gonna cuss out your motherfucking dog. I'm gonna cuss out your motherfucking mama, your daddy. Here's my thing, and that's my problem. That's why women think they can get away with a lot of stuff, is because you sit there and take up for ratchet shit. I don't care what the gender of the person around me talking shit to me, you gonna get your ass cussed out. You you bark up this tree barks back. Point blank. You bark up this tree barks back. I don't give a fuck what's between your legs. You disrespect me and it's on and popping. All right. Not physically. I ain't talking about physical toward women, but you're gonna get your ass cussed out. You're gonna be called all kinds of nasty sluts, bitches, pussy stank, smell like a motherfucking fish market. I'm gonna go all in. And if I don't feel like that insults you enough, I'm gonna go for your mama. I'm gonna go for your children. I'm gonna talk about how they're a bastard. They're this, they're that. I'm gonna go for the juggler. And if that don't offend you enough, I'll go for your father and how he's a deadbeat. I'm not the one to be fucked with. You bark up this tree barks back. I'll have your ass sitting in a corner crying in a fetal position. Now, I went easy that day because I had a fucking image to uphold. I'm around all these people on a live stream. But you know what? They're going to learn not to try me. But Rachel, you can back me up. 1 second, Pisces. 1 second. I'm gonna do you the biggest bonus for this interruption. Would you, Rachel? You were there. You were there. Am I not nice and humble and approachable? Well, I won't say approachable, but what was your opinion of me, Rachel, at the party? You were there. So, Pisces, let's start your read now, your career read. Thank you. Thank you. That's why in that live stream you heard me say, I said, you thought this was an online thing only? Because I think that a lot of people think, oh, if I meet Tyler, he won't be like that toward me. Like I said to her in that live stream, who heard me say it. You think this is an online thing only? Rachel wasn't the one. Amy, shut up. Shut the up. Oh, it's a troll. We got some trailer park family in the photo. Bye. All right, back to the trailer park. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's get to the here we go. That's a troll. Let's get to the career read now. Don't save folks that don't need to be saved. All right. Thank you. Okay. So, Pisces, your read starts now, your career portion. We're going to do a bonus too. I'm going to do a bonus read for the interruption. So it looks like at some point you're going to have to decide whether you want to be where you're at right now or try something else in the future. I even get some of you getting a new job or a new opportunity to take you in a different direction than where you're at now. I'm also, for some of you to also get a big decision around having to move in the future or not, or whether you want to or not, or is what I also feel. Some of you are somewhere far away, something like that. I get a general increase in money, but I do get you having a point where you have to go, do I want to stay here? Will I grow here, or do I want to try something else? Or go somewhere else, or do a different business if you are a business owner. It could be on many different ways it can play out. All right. Let's do you. Okay, so I do get a general increase in money, but I do get you having big decisions you have to make at some point. So let's go to a bonus read. This person on Pisces' mind. This person on Pisces' mind. What does this person want from Pisces? I'm kind of afraid to do this because I'm afraid it's going to contradict the first read, but okay. They just want it to be over, and they want y'all's beef to be over. They want to just get in contact and the beef stop. They want closure with the beef. That's what it is. How would they know who this is? Could be somebody that's younger than you. If not, let's see how you'll know. It's the one that wasn't committing. Could be somebody you divorced or broke it up with. If not, for majority of you, it's somebody that wasn't committing. A Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. But I feel like for some of you, they just want the beef to stop. Some of you, they want to apologize. Some it's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Let's see. What the world card? They don't want the beef to continue. One thing that's bothering them, they thought they'd move on once you two stop talking, and it's been lingering in their energy, and they're fucking pissed off about it. Like, why is this bitch in my energy? The bitch being you. Bitch, you. Why the fuck am I holding on to this bitch? We ain't even talking. Let me move forward. But there's, you know why? Because it's a spiritual thing. We ain't even talking. The shit won't go away. Oh, for some of you, they were blaming you for the downfall. Now they see what they were doing. I think they always saw what they were doing. It's just that it was easier to blame you. I know I was a distraction from your pain. I will wait for a sign from you. They want shit to work out so much, but they won't come and do it. They want you to come toward them. They wait for you to come and do this closure. All right? You to reach out, you to break the ice. You see what I'm saying? What is this bitch's future actions for Pisces? Somebody's an Aquarius. How they're gonna get you back in the future is by connecting to somebody else, and they hope you hear about it, and they'll post about it. They'll make it known that you know, or sorry, they'll make it known. That way, you'll find out. they're going to break your heart, or they're going to think they're breaking your heart by connecting to something else. That's how they'll get, and that's unfortunate for whoever they connect to, because I don't even think they're going to like whoever that is like that. They're just somebody that's a pawn in the game to get you mad. Sucks. How else will they know who this is? You know how you would know it's the one you gave chance after chance. And every time you came to realization, like, fuck, it's really not going to work. The dark haired, dark eyed one, not the lighter one, the dark haired, dark eyed. Could have been Spanish or like Spanish looking. If not, just somebody that has like this more of a darkness to, even if they're like a white person with dark features, just darker. And it could even be a darker skinned person, but I get darker more than light. All right. It's not the light one, light featured one. Let's go to all signs now. Did you enjoy your bonus? I've built a house for love to grow. Gotta get that out. Sorry, motherfucker. Ooh, let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. All signs. All sign, all the way from Aries to Pisces. What can you tell me? All the way from Aries to Pisces. What can you tell me? All the way from Aries to Pisces. What can you tell me? Okay, here we go. The Aries is going to come around to fuck you, and they feel guilty, and they want you. They want your pussy. They want your dick. Taurus knows that they blocking the happiness between you two. Bitch can't open up. Bitch is paranoid. Bitch may be schizo or something, or some type of mental issue, but they know you're the key to their happiness. They're not allowing it in. That's the problem. Bye. See you. Have a good one. Gemini is coming around to talk to you. They're going to come around to talk to you. Somebody want to come around and cuss your ass out. They feel like the victim in this, but they want to come around and talk to you. You in the Cancer may have a new beginning where there's relationship there. Some of your new Cancer is going to be your relationship, man or woman. Somebody it's a one you, if it's one you already know, I feel like a new beginning and a relationship. Your Leo likes men, other men. If they're a man, they like men. If they're a woman, they like other women. They got my symbol. So the reason you're not getting really anything from that is they won't you have something they don't want. Your pussy or your dick. All right. We're done with a Virgo. They're not working on this. They're kind of like self-absorbed, especially with their work and stuff. They're not even trying barely. Libra's thinking about you a lot, kind of in the blues or in depression about you, thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about you. Could be some guilt or regret there. Who knows? You know what, a Scorpio, I feel like they're keeping their options open and dropping you. Sagittarius is, woo, Jesus. Lord, they need Jesus. This hoe need Jesus. Out of all the combinations so far, if you're done with a Sagittarius, they're the most upset about you. They stay awake thinking about you. They can't walk away. They want to be around you. They want to be with you. At night they think of you. They want to be your person, baby. That's all he fucked that up. I don't care. If your game is on, give me a call, boo. They may want to call you. Out of all the signs I've done so far, if you're done with a Sagittarius, just know sleepless nights, anxiety, you're on their mind 24/7. At night, they think of you. You, Pisces. Nighttime, they think about you a lot. You know what that makes me think? That either when they get off work or if it's just at night, they just sit and think of you in their bed. They want to come around. They hope to be around you. Who gives a fuck? I don't. Go to Capricorn. There's no speaking. They kind of throw their hands up. They kind of throwing their hands up. They just give up on this. That's what it's telling me. We want an Aquarius. I feel like their wish is you, to be in a partnership with you. That's their wish. They feel like you would heal them or heal things in their life. There's a Pisces that wants to commit to you, but they're at a crossroads whether they should leave their life behind for you or hopefully not somebody or leave their ways behind for you. They want you. All right. Oh, thank you, Sydney. I'm so sorry for the rant, but look, I had to address that because I feel like people, why are you bringing that up months later? Or not even, has it been months? Yeah, about 2 months. Like, I don't just be mean to people for no reason. You have to give me a reason why I do that. You have to give me a reason for me to do that. You have to. You have to. I don't just go around snapping on people. See what I'm saying? So if some of you were offended by that party video where we had that little scuffle, not little scuffle, but you know, like the little back and forth on it, that's your problem. That's you being sensitive. It ain't even that serious. We're here we are 2 months later. Ain't nobody thinking about that. So why are you bringing it up? All right. So with that being said, you know y'all like the drama. Look, even Sterling admits to liking the drama. Look at this. Right, Rachel? And my thing is, you just look, and you ain't gonna end up with whoever you was asking about. I got that immediately. Fuck what the cards say. Usually my intuition is more spot on than the cards. You won't. With that being said, you all have a good one, and I will talk to you all later. Lisa Duck, I hope to meet you one day. You need to make it. Well, this is the last. Oh yeah, this is the last all nighter. There won't be any other ones. I know I said that many times. This is the last all nighter. This is the last one. I'm even putting on the merch. I can't say it because I don't want to ruin the surprise. But we're giving away gifts to we're giving free, party gifts, right? And even one of the gifts acknowledges the fact that it's the final. Put it that way. Can't say what it is, but even one of the gifts says it. All right. With that being said, you all have a good one. But hopefully I'll be in a meet. It's not that I'm quitting meet and greets. I'm just quitting all nighters. From now on, maybe I'll show up in your town and a person says, you can use my building and we can do it here. And then that's what would happen. So it's not really going, but it's going to reincarnate to something else, to another form. So yeah, June 7th. Bye, y'all.